going on, guys? Doc here with another video, coming at you full match this time, as it was a bit not as long as the last one. Mutants versus Raidraptor Phantom Knights. So we're going to go ahead and start us off here. As soon as they get settled up, Mutant's going to go ahead and start with an M05, letting him add any mutant monster from deck to hand. Going to contemplate the options here. Deciding which mutant monster to add. I'm going to go ahead and add an ST46 to hand. And shuffle the deck. Next up, go ahead and activate the effect of M05, tributing itself and banishing any card from hand or field to special summon a corresponding mutant from the deck. It's going to banish the ST46 to special summon a mutant beast from deck. Which he does now. Next, he's going to activate Mutant Evolution Lab, special summoning the ST46 from deck. From the Banish Zone, sorry. Misspoke there. ST46 is going to go ahead and activate. He's going to add a Mutant Fusion off that effect, letting him add any mutant spell or trap. Next up, he's going to tribute the ST46, banishing another M05 from his hand to special summon another beast from the deck. The opponent realizing you can special summon beast multiple times a turn. Next up, he's going to special summon Nemesis Flag by using its own effect, putting the M05 back in deck from the Banish Zone. Nemesis Flag is going to special summon, then activate, adding any Nemesis card from deck to hand. Any Nemesis monster, I'm sorry. So he's going to go ahead and add a Arch Nemesis Protoss. Next up, looks like he's going to banish ST46, Flag, and Beast to special summon Protoss, as they all have different attributes. Activating Protoss' effect, declaring Dark. Setting one card and passing the turn. Now, due to Protoss, the opponent cannot special summon Darks for the rest of the turn. He's going to go ahead and activate Allure of Darkness, trying to bait out the Beast. Gives him the OK. Contemplating what he wants to banish from hand here. Looks like it's going to be a Boar of the Spear. No, yes. A Boar of the Spear. Next up, going to set a monster. Set some back row. Pass the turn. Mutant player will draw for turn. Protoss is going to activate again, declaring Dark. Beast is going to swing into the face down, which was a Heal Eagle. Protoss is going to swing directly for 25. Going to set another card, pass the turn. Going to set another back row, set a monster, pass. Because he still cannot special summon Darks. Protoss is going to activate once again after the draw, declaring Dark. Contemplating what he wants to do here. Beast is going to swing to the face down. And Protoss is going to swing directly again for 25. Draw for turn. Commenting on how busted Protoss is in the circumstance. It's very nice. Works very well with the deck. Nemesis and Mutants work very well together. Going to set one and pass. Drawing for turn. Protoss effect going to activate once again, declaring Dark. Beast is going to swing. Protoss is going to swing. Down to 500 life points. Let's see if he can pull himself out of this situation. going to activate a Phantom Knight of Silent Boots, letting him grab any Phantom Knight spell or trap from deck. See what he grabs here, folks. He's going to grab... Looks like he's going to grab a Phantom Knight rank up. Looks like it. Indeed he does. He decides to grab the Phantom Knight rank up. Next up, he's going to set one more back row. And looks like he wants to set a monster as well. Yes, there it goes. He's going to pass the turn there. Player's going to draw, activate the effect of Protoss, declaring Dark. Oh, he's going to Fogblade it this time. Okay, so Protoss is now negated, and it looks like he can special summon Darks next turn if he lives through this one. Umbrella is going to be activated from hand, putting the ST-46 back in the deck to special summon itself. Beast is going to swing to the face down into a Strangulanius. Before another attack is declared, Shade Brigandine is going to be activated. Let him protect his life points a little bit more. Contemplating what to do in this situation, as he knows that he can special summon Darks next turn. Nemesis Umbrella is going to swing into the Shade Brigandine. Asking how big Shade Brigandine is. Making sure the attack goes through. It is, of course, 0. Another card will be set. Another turn will be passed. Drawing for turn. He can now special summon Darks this turn. He lived through it. So let's see what happens here, folks. Normal summoning a Tribute Lanius. On summon, Warning Point is going to be activated, negating the effect and making sure he can't be used for Xyz, Synchro, Link, or any sort of material. And looks like we're going to scoop and go to Game 2. Alright folks, Game 2. See what happens here. Raidraptor player is going to start us off, contemplating what he wants to do. Normal summoning a Tribute Lanius. Special summoning a Pain Lanius off its own effect. Burning it for 400, it's now level 4. Setting a card. Activating the effect of Tribute Lanius. Dumping a Mimicry in the graveyard, I believe. Yes. A Mimicry Lanius, and then banishing it to add any Raidraptor card from deck to hand. It's going to add a Raidraptor Nest. Nest is going to be activated. Some discussion here involving YouTube and such, I believe. Adding a Heal Eagle off the Raidraptor Nest being activated. Next up, going to overlay the two. To Raidraptor Force-Strix. Force-Strix is going to activate, letting him add anything from deck to hand, pretty much. Contemplating what he wants to add here. Looks like it's going to be a Strangulanius. A lot of Raidraptor support this past set, ladies and gents. Has been very good. Special summoning Heal Eagle since all he controls are Raidraptors. Linking the two off. Into a Raidraptor Y-Strix. Y-Strix is going to activate, letting him special summon from the deck. Contemplating what he wants to special summon here. Checking his hand. Checking his motivations. The new support Raidraptors have become quite extraordinary, shall I say. Alright, looks like he's going to special summon a Zephyros, Blackwing Zephyros. Then special summon a Shade Brigadine that he set this turn, since he has no traps in the grave. Overlaying the 2 since Shade Brigadine's a 4. Into a second 4-Strix. 4-Strix is going to go ahead and activate, letting him add from deck to hand. A lot of adding from deck to hand in Raidraptors here, folks. It's a lot of searching in this deck. A lot of searching. With the new cards, it's just become even more consistent, which is incredible. Contemplating what he wants to add here. I know what I would. It's that thing on the top that he's thinking about getting. Looking in his hand, thinking about what he wants to get. Getting a Raider's Wing, which is what I would get. Special summoning Zephyros off his own effect, putting the Raidraptor nest back in his hand. And taking 400. Y-Strix's effect is going to activate. Or I believe he wished for it too, but he missed the timing on it. Looks like he's seeing what he can do here. He says the effect is mandatory, and due to it being an open game state, reparable game state, an obligatory effect, he's going to have to set the card that he needs to set. Plus, it's a casual game here, folks, so nothing too shabby. We're here to learn, just like you. Just enjoy some card playing. Gonna detach to special summon Raider's Wing from his hand, from the 4-Strix. Next, gonna link off of those into a Phantom Knights of Rusty Bardiche. Rusty Bardish's effect is going to activate, dumping a Phantom Knight of Silent Boots. And adding a Fog Blade. And setting the Fog Blade. Next up, he's going to be able to activate the Phantom Knight rank up that he had this turn, since that is the effect of Y-Strix. Looks like he's going to banish 3 from the graveyard to rank up into a 7 off his 4-Strix. Going into a Raidraptor Arsenal. Next up, Silent Boots is going to activate, letting him add any Phantom Knight spell or trap from deck to hand. So he's going to add the other rank up. Going to set it. And going to special summon a Strangle Lanius, since all he controls are darks. Special summoning Tribute Lanius off Strangle Lanius' own effect. Or Rusty, yes, off Strangle Lanius', sorry. Overlaying into a Evil Swarm. Bardish's effect's gonna, or Arsenal's effect's gonna activate, I apologize. Special summoning a Blackwing Boar of the Spear, overlaying the Raider's Wing and the Boar of the Spear. Setting up a pretty decent board here into a Time Thief Redoer. Then passing the turn. Mutant player's going to draw for turn. Put a warning point under the Time Thief. Contemplating his choices here. Normal summoning an M05, attempting to get the effect. The effect will go off, but the Evil Swarm's going to go ahead and put him face down. He's getting a scoop, as his hand was not that great. Alright folks, moving into game 3 now. Looks like the Mutant player is going to go ahead and start us off here. Contemplating his choices here, folks. Feeling his hand is not as good as he wants it to be, but we'll see how it goes here. So he's going to go ahead and start us off by activating a Dimensional Fissure. One of the good Floodgate cards. Very good Floodgate card. Not much else he can do though, so he's going to go ahead and set a card and pass the turn. Raidraptor player is going to draw now. Immediately. Harpy's Feather Duster. Destroying both back row. And looks like Foolish Braille is going to be activated, opening up the Mutant player to pretty much no TK, so that's going to be a scoop.